or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day, a beautiful Friday. The weekend is here. We done made it. Of buttons that need to be checked. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I just had this weird epiphany that we're in a weird ass time, don't we? We live in a weird ass time. Not only like gaming wise, but just life. So much weird shit we'd live to see the day that I never thought we would. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I was just watching this video on my phone that was just taking me out. Anyway, hey, we're here though. It's time to lock in and check some buttons. Links down below, sub button right there, chapters on, you already know how it works. Sub to the channel, help it grow. Help yourself grow as a human being. And you already see this damn episode is off the rails. I'm already losing it. Either way, we got some hot ones. Let's unpack. Let's go. All right, now we're to them 5 Japanese gods buttons that need to be checked. We're talking about Daigo versus Tokido, among others. So this was cool. I believe it went down at the Tokyo Game Show. 5 Japanese gods of fighting games, Daigo, Tokido, Sako, Haitani, and Nuki, assembled at TGS, possibly their last reunion, while most of them are still actively competing. And this was actually posted by Incross, which is very important because we're going to talk about Incross in the next story. It goes deep. But either way, check this out. I thought this was cool. So we're going to cover some quick highlights. Link down below for the full action. But the main one was Daigo versus Tokido. Let's go. So here they're having like a Q&A.
僕は正直、誤審っていうか唯一ゼロ選手やストリーマーとファンが一体となるような感動
Kind of going down the line, introducing them. Looks like they have a pretty good audience. Here they go.
狙ってるなってワンチャン狙ってる
So he went up 2-0 over Sako, and I think they just kept the score on the board for the next match. Here we go, Daigo Tokido. Classic.
それでは行きましょう第3試合梅原対時々行ってみましょう DP はね、耐久が難しいんですよね。後期の飛びが落ちにくいという空対空を使わざるを得ない。うますぎる。言えない。でかすぎる。
Oh, I thought he was going to anti that. Nope. Daigo up 1 round. So is Tokido just fully committing to JP now? Here comes Tokido. Oh, with a wake up. Oh, there goes Daigo. Is that a wrap? Oh, no, he got the sliver. They're screaming in the background. The little pop off. All right, there you have it. That was fun. All right, so there you have it. Like I said, full action down below. There was so much that went on at Tokyo Game Show. Obviously, we still haven't got to everything, but that leads me to the next set of buttons, these important set of buttons. Remember, we're just talking about Incross. Okay, so we have some big content creators in the FGC. Some of you might know them because I featured them on the channel quite a bit because they're like this news source, but they're a different type of news source. Like they're always posting on Twitter, among other things, but I always see them on Twitter posting like stats and data and reports, just like interesting diagrams and reports I think go a long way. It's very needed and respected within the community. Well, two of the big ones, obviously Incross that we just talked about and Cammy, are actually boycotting now the CPT because they're so frustrated with what Capcom's doing with the pay-per-view. They're actually like, you know what? What's the point? We're doing all this work, we're showing all this love, and we're so disappointed or disgusted with the direction you're going. We're cool. We're actually not going to cover this anymore. Right here started with Incross. I'll put their profile on the screen. Like I said, been a big fan and following them for a while. Even Cammy right here. And their information down below. You can see Cammy has almost 17,000 followers. And this is just a tad bit of their work, which I'm sure you've seen some of it on Button Check. A lot of in-depth stuff, very cool information behind the scenes, profiles, leaderboards, and whatnot. Well, they're actually taking a stand. Like I said, they're pissed off right here. We're starting with Incross. Posting first saying, taking a break from CPT, posting here unless Capcom Cup PPV decisions is reverted or at least properly addressed. Liquipedia will keep being updated as normal for those interested in following their favorite player for the rest of the season. And I think this was following Cammy post. Anyway, here goes Cammy saying, unless things change, I decided to take a break from making Street Fighter 6 related posts for a time. I am so pissed off by the path Capcom is taking, and it's very discouraging for me to keep following a competition knowing the interest outside of Japan will take a big hit after this. This one has almost 4,000 likes. People are responding saying, can't blame you. This is such a bizarre decision. Feels like solely motivated by greed because they know Japan will pay up. And as much as I love Street Fighter 6 and your content, I'm completely with you on this one. It's just pure greed. Hopefully common sense prevails. Even Gutex is like, I don't blame ya. More people following up saying, we lost Cammy and now Incross. Capcom really fucked up. Then you got more saying, man, this sucks. You're my favorite Street Fighter Twitter profile. Tagging Capcom saying, for the love of God, you're losing all the people's support for a penny. Cammy did it first. And proud of you, Cammy, for the bravery you've taken in this action in order to make Capcom think about their decision. And it's kind of the final straw for me. Street Fighter 6, no content, no skins. Meta is stale. Competitive scene is stale. 4 characters a year. And now I have to pay to watch CC finals. Why even watch CPT? I even lost my hype for C Viper at this point. I'm just kind of alone. I'm going to play other games. Damn. And then right here, I'm checked out, sadly. It made me realize I enjoy content and discourse from creators like you that cover the game than the actual game itself. This PPV change significantly hurts people, those who basically been carrying the game outside of the pro players. And I will root for the players, but I will not support Capcom. Damn. He even ends it right here with a poll. Well, actually, I saw this one posted a couple of days ago saying, remaining CPT 2025 vibe check. You got hype for CPT plus CC top 16, hype for CPT not CC, somewhat hype for both, and I don't care anymore. Here's the results. The winner is I don't care anymore by 70% in over 1,000 votes. So damn, 70%, and it's not even close. I don't care anymore. The FGC has spoken. Now, how y'all feeling about that? I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I know some people are like, you know, God bless you for this, taking a stand. Hopefully they take a second look. Here's how I look at it, and this is probably sadly the truth. You know, in the beginning where people are like, Ultra David and content creators, you got to stand together, you know, to make a change. And a lot of people would tell you, these are the wrong people. They don't have the influence, and even they would tell you, we can't do shit. They don't listen to us. Like, even when there was that discourse the other day about, what was it? It was like some overseas, I think it was World Warrior or something like that, but they had American commentators. So there was this big thing like, who the hell is choosing the commentators? It seemed like we get the same 2 people every time. They have talent over there. They have a bunch of talent, you know what I'm saying? Your F words, your Logans, and so on. Like, why are we not using these people and just kind of outsourcing to the same 2 or 3 people when it comes to commentators? Even though, what I'm trying to say is, even the commentators said, bro, we have no say. We don't make these decisions. Like, they just tell us A and B, and we got to be there at certain times, and then we do it. Even the fucking director of Street Fighter 6, and we just talked about it in yesterday's episode. If you guys want to see that, the link is down below. Even he came out and said, we didn't know. We and the producer were looking at each other like, what the hell, pay-per-view? Like, we didn't know it was going this way. Matter of fact, the company has got so big, there's different departments. Last year, or I should say Street Fighter V, he said they were actually able to like have some influence and talk about it. But this year, I don't know why I keep saying this year, but this time, with this game, the company has grown so big, the esports division, marketing, all that shit, they're separate. So he's like, we have no influence. We're not over any of that. We would like to believe that maybe down the future things will change, but for right now, we're just as surprised as you guys. So what I'm trying to say is like, if even the producer and the director have no say, what hope is there for us? You know what would have to happen is fucking everybody in the community would have to take a stand. Not some, not 10%, 20%, fucking damn near 80% of everybody in the FGC, pro players, content creators. I mean, we would have to make the biggest bang ever for Capcom to be like, shit, maybe we need to reconsider. And also it has to be the Japanese fan base as well. Can't just be America, because we're already known for talking shit and they overreact and all that. You know what I'm trying to say. It would have to be everybody. And honestly, I just don't see that happening. But either way, like I said, not getting better anytime soon. We'll see how it plays out. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them, EVO France. Right around the corner, getting excited, but also getting concerned. Buttons that need to be checked. So it's to be expected, this is the first one ever over there, that there's gonna be some growing pains. There's gonna be some hiccups. We already talked about it. And we also already talked about the fact that I'm having this feeling that we're already starting to spread EVO too thin because the numbers are super low over there. Now for them and their region, this is the biggest, I guess, Street Fighter tournament they've ever had. But we're just comparing EVOs. We're not apples to oranges, we're apples to apples. When we're comparing EVOs, this is the smallest turnout for EVO that we've seen. And then I said, the discourse, you already hear it, people are gonna start saying, oh, you won EVO? But which one did you win? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you that look like you won France. Calm down, you know what I'm saying? Because it's obviously not Vegas and it's not Japan. And then we got Singapore coming next year. Who knows if that's even spread more thin, or maybe the numbers are bigger. Anyway, what I'm seeing, these posts right here, it doesn't help the vibe check. I'm not saying like I don't want to doom and say it's gonna be trash or anything like that, but you can obviously already kind of get a vibe for it. Let's unpack. Right here, starting with well, actually EVO, they posted this saying it's live now, the bracket is up. It's starting from the 10th to the 12th. So it's right around the corner. But there's some big concerns, y'all. Big Bird and a lot of other people actually quote retweeted this one saying, France, please, I'm begging you, or please behave, because of this post that said French Air Traffic Control SNCTA is planning a strike from the 7th through the 10th of October affecting operations in France airspace or French airspace. The strikes are to be expected to cause widespread cancellations and delays. The industrial action may also impact flights that pass through French airspace. And that's starting or ending on the same day that EVO is supposed to begin. But people get there like a week in advance, so might be some shit. But then you got others online like Chris Wong and Zen saying they're having trouble registering. They're like, I can't find myself in the bracket. It says I didn't select it here. So you see Zen and Chris Wong saying they're going through issues among other players. So like I said, to be expected, there's a lot of hiccups. But then you got people not even showing up. You got Mena RD, the current GOAT of Street Fighter, saying, today I sadly have to confirm I won't be attending EVO France. Good luck to my peers, may the best win. Even Goichi, I have registered for EVO France, but I won't be participating this time. I've already informed the organizers of my withdrawal. I'll make sure to practice hard in Japan. He says, I'll be there, but I won't be participating at this time. So wait a minute, he said he's registered already. So I wonder, I don't know, either way, he's not playing. Mena's not playing. Other people are like, I'll try to make it. You already got that vibe early on, right? Because it seems like a lot of these pros, they travel so damn much. So their time and their money and their efforts, it's valuable. They have to pick like the things that matter the most, that get them the points or that stand out. So yeah, if you're gonna pick an EVO to miss, let's be real, right now it would be EVO France. If you wanted you a little break, take a little time off, it would be EVO France. And then going back to the other argument, if you win EVO France, at least right now, like I said, hey, it may be magnificent in a year or two. But for now, people are gonna look at your ass like, yeah, you won, but it was France. calm down. There it is one more again, Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. I appreciate the mad love. Once again, I don't mean to shit on EVO France. I've just always been against the idea of feeling like we're spreading EVO too thin. I've always felt like there's other ways to do it. You could have like branches of it. I don't know, stuff like qualifiers. I don't know exactly, but I think to label everything an EVO, this is EVO, this is EVO, this is EVO. Oh, guess what? Next year, that's EVO too. You know, EVO Saudi, you know what I'm saying? Like, then what's the fucking point? If there was a way to branch it off, to somehow one of them be the main one, I would be more happy with that. But the fact that everyone is the main one is kind of like bullshit to me. You know, even though I know in the community, a lot of you say straight up that no, Vegas will always be the main one. And then a lot of you consider Japan to be the hardest one. So those will always be the top two. So I think I was always cool with that idea, but now that we got a fucking EVO on every corner like a 7-Eleven, I don't know. That could be me just dooming, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hope that France goes off with a bang, that, you know, hype moments, because Lord knows I'll be covering it as well. But as of right now, I just can't help get that feeling that we're spreading the shit too thin. That's just me. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you soon. This is the only video for the day, so I'll definitely see you tomorrow on that Saturday. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all, fella. Peace!
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Good morning and hello. I am the president and founder of the FGC, Franklin Georgina Chesterfield, back at you with a very important topic. Ladies and gentlemen of the FGC, I come to you with a heavy heart today. Y'all saw big numbers. Y'all saw thousands of dollars and you instantly just sold out. You were like, forget Street Fighter, forget the FGC. Let's accept this new game no matter what the history of Riot and Riot Gaming or what shady past they have. Y'all automatically jumped on the hype train, the money train, and sold your soul because Riot Gaming drops more thousands of dollars. Y'all just want to sell
Actually,
out.
it's
Just
millions.
How much are they worth?
Hundreds of millions.
Fuck. On behalf of the FGC, I'd just like to welcome Riot Gaming to the community. Hey, what took y'all so long, baby? On the real, I've been a fan of Riot since day one. Hell, I was in the LA riots. We're grassroots, we're FGC, we don't need that shit. You know what you guys sound like right now? You sound like a bunch of broke bitches. That's what you sound like. Oh, and FYI, in case you forgot, we're the FGC. Who the hell are we to judge people on shady? Don't fuck this up for me. Don't fuck this up. The money's gone. We have no money. I've been lying to you. I've been living off the Event Hub's money for I don't know how long, and I feel bad because those guys are getting paid. I ain't getting paid. Look, I'm in deep with some very bad people, all right? Them fucking R-Kappa guys, they sold me some bad shit. I'm tapped out. Everybody else is tapped out. Why do you think EVO don't pay shit? Because I've been getting a piece of that shit. That's why they don't pay out. Look, they're about to cut the lights off. I'm behind it. Look, didn't I say? I told you. So like I said, on behalf of the FGC Riot, hey, we love you. We cannot wait. We are proud to have you in the FGC. We love you and we thank you from all of our hearts. LOL, Project L, whatever the fuck. I don't care if you want to call it strawberries or banana fighter. Whatever the fuck it is, if it's a one-button execution, we love it. And I can't wait